I've been getting a lot of questions lately on different appointments I've been on regarding commission, how it's broken down, what it means, and what you're really paying for. Today's episode, we're going to go over all of the above, so stick with us. Welcome to the Aaron Powers Show. For today's episode, we're going to use an example of a 6% commission breakdown. Now, with that 6%, it's broken down most of the time evenly, which would be 3% for the buyer's agent and 3% for the listing agent. Now, in that 3% for the listing agent, just in my personal example, I work for Keller Williams. So Keller Williams and the broker is going to take a percentage. 1% is going to go for all the marketing for your home. And then 1% is going to come to me for doing the work on the property. And within that, I also get to pay Uncle Sam. So a little bit about the marketing. We do many things as a real estate agent to sell your home. And now, just remember, we're taking on all the risk for those. You know, I'm going to be doing flyers and putting a sign in the yard and having a lockbox on the property and getting professional photos taken, doing video, much like I do here, and just marketing your property out to many vast sources. And within that, I'm doing all of that, and that's the risk to me. I'm not asking you to obviously pay for any of that marketing. So, you know, in the case that for some reason your house doesn't sell, you know, I'm taking on that risk, and I'm not presenting you with the bill obviously at the end, and that's the risk that I take as the risk you take in hiring me. So a little breakdown on commission, and I've gotten questions about, well, you know, somebody else says they could do it for 5% or 4%. And within that structure that we just talked about in the breakdown, if they're doing it for less, where is that percent coming from? Well, more than likely, it's going to come from the marketing of your home. And now I know, obviously, your goal in the selling process is to get the home sold, right? To get on to either the next house or possibly out of state or that job that you're gunning for. And the marketing is very important. So we want to make sure that, you know, instead of looking for possibly the real estate agent that is going to do it for the least amount, you know, why not look for the one that's going to do it all out and market your property to the absolute best of their ability? You know, when you're interviewing agents, you may want to have questions like, what's your marketing plan? What are you going to personally do to sell my home? What makes you different than any other realtor that might be out there? Are you an expert in my neighborhood? Do you know what's going on around the corner down the street, Jane's house to the right? You know, all of those things. And, you know, to meet your goals of getting the home sold, that's probably going to be more important to getting you to that goal than who could do it for the least amount. Now, in life, most of the time, you're going to get what you pay for. And so if that model of doing it for less and possibly not making as much or not marketing as much, however they break it down, is what you're looking for, by all means. Real estate is an awesome business in the fact that we're all business owners. I'm an independent contractor, right? We get to run our own business the way that we want to, the way that we see fit, and how we can grow it to the biggest and best of our ability. So it really is, you know, something that is always negotiable. But I truly encourage you to find out with the realtors that you interview and you hire, you know, what are they really going to do to sell the home? And that truly is the most important thing. Almost all the time, the sellers that I speak with is, you know, what's most important? What you sell the house for, or what you actually net and put in your pocket and walk away with at the end of the day? And truth be told, most of the time, you know, it's the second one. They want to make the most money they can and what they're going to net in their pocket to take with them, to help them and their family grow their wealth through real estate. So again, if you're looking to sell, just make sure you're asking your real estate agent those questions, and look for the person who's going to do the best job, the one that you know and trust, that you feel truly will sell the home, not necessarily the one that's going to do it for the least amount of commission, because at the end of the day, your goal is to get the home sold. So appreciate the time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like or dislike at the bottom. Any comments would be awesome. And as always, subscribe to the channel for all future videos. I'm Aaron Powers with Keller Williams Southern Nevada. And who do you know that might be looking to sell their home in the spring market and take advantage of a great real estate market.